What's up, my people? Welcome to Enter the Maya with me, the G, your boy, Henry. And today I'm studying the Law of One by Ra. And it was transmitted by, I can't remember the lady's name, but in the future I will get her name if y'all want to look her up. And it was channeled in 81, I believe, 81 and 82, or maybe just all 81. And this information, like I've said, I've heard it a couple years back, and I took some in a little bit. But now that I've grown more, it really starting to make sense to me. And so Ra, as we know him from Egypt, that is it's the same consciousness. They came here to Earth, and they were trying to help the Earth evolve. Well, the Pharaoh at the time, Akhenaten, I believe it was, misused the information, so it got distorted some way where it wasn't doing what it's supposed to do for healing and love. And they talk about the great harvest. That's going to be another subject we'll talk about, and like almost everything talks about that. Muhammad, I mean the Quran, the Bible. There's a lot of things that talk about the separating of the wheat and chaff or whatever. And he was saying there's two ways to be harvested, or go to the fourth density. And there's only 8 densities total, and it takes 30 million years, they said, to even get to the 6th density. And the longest density, the hardest density to get out of, is this one, out of the 3rd density. And so there's basically 2 ways, and one is the positive service to others, and the other one is service to self. But the difference between the two is that the service to others, you have to be 51% positive to be harvested. And the negative people are 95% negative, like no empathy, nothing, live right off the reptilian brain. And I think that's why we get the concept of reptilians. And what he says, these people are, that's the elite, really, the ones that run the world. Then they came from Orion, which was from Mars, too. They destroyed Mars. And I mean, the information is like deep, but it all makes sense. And so, and he says they're from planet Venus, and he calls it's everything's alive. The planets are alive. The sun is a logos. Like everything is alive. Like there's not an energetic thing that, like we see the stars. They're actually consciousness. It's crazy. But so I'm diving deep back into book 1 and book 2. There's actually, I think, 3 or 4 books. And so as I go deeper and deeper into it, I'll bring up the topics. I want to talk about the harvest, Orion. So like when we say like we're star seeds, we actually are. We come from other systems, and energetically. And there's a thing called wanderers, is people which we would call the star seeds, are people that are waking up to wake everyone else up, and that they come from the 5th or 6th density as well. But we also come through the veil of forgetfulness, and we have to remember everything. And I think those that kind of start to get it pretty quickly are probably the wanderers, and then we're here to help guide everybody else. And so like everything is negative and positive, they're just illusions here, right? So the negative people, that they can actually, the ones that are 95 negative can actually go into harvest, because I don't know, it's starting to make sense to me, the reason why, because we have to have the polarities. And so the rest of us are here to help balance it out, you know what I'm saying, keep the balance from like the ones that are 95 negative, and we're at least 51 or what, so positive. And they say that even if we get higher in positivity, with more percentage, I guess, or higher in vibration or frequency, we can do the healings. We can do anything we really want to. We can transmute whatever there is on this place. And I believe that. And so that's my little rundown of the Law of One. And I'm going to continue to study this thing, and I will break down as much as I can from my perspective on it. And I highly recommend anybody listen to the audio or get the book itself. All right, my people. Love and light to all my peeps. Knowledge is power. Let's go.